Well, now we go green. Oh my god, that took forever.
How long did that take?
25 minutes. Alright, Kinemon.
Okay.
Kinemon leader. Bing bong. Main, once per turn, if when you have one or less characters in play, you can reduce the play cost of the next 3 cost or higher Wano card by 1 during this turn. That's pretty cool. So the way that it works is, if you have 1 or 0 characters on your field, any Wano card that costs 3 or more in your hand gets -1 cost. You could play an Okiku for 2. You could play an Izo for 2. You could play...
Yamato for 4.
Yes. What's 3 cost or higher? You could play Raizo for 2.
Yeah.
You play Okiku for 2.
Izo is also a 3 cost or higher.
Yes. Yamato for 4, as you said, yeah. Yep.
Kinemon for 5.
Denjiro for 4. Yeah. You probably don't play Kinemon in this deck because Kinemon needs an Odin leader for his effect. Right. Yeah, so... But yeah, this is one of the top decks that will continue on because you can just use all the really good green cards and you can play cards with like high cost cards for less.
Yeah.
And obviously the new Odin in this set is a big card you can play for 1 cost less. Yeah, the fact you can go second and then pay 2 for an Okiku on the first turn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Like, that's nuts. So, like, it seems good. It's just good.
I know that when this set first came out, a lot of people were using the Kinemon deck, but I think it's kind of died off.
It's still good, but, like, it just, like, if you're going to use green, Kid Leader's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you got Sanji, which is... Sanji's going to be a bit of a meme deck. I don't think this is going to see much play, but I think it's interesting just to think about. So once per turn, when you play a character without an effect, so a vanilla, if you have 3 or less characters in play, you can set 2 of your Don to active. So you can play like a 7 cost vanilla, and then get 2 Don back. Like, so it only costs 5.
Think of how many counter cards you could use with 5 Don, just to survive.
Yeah, like there's definitely a kind of niche for this guy, but he's not good.
He's not good by any means.
But it's fun to think about. Like
I can't imagine playing vanilla. I've never played a single vanilla card. Every card I play has an effect.
Well, yeah, I mean, in green, green does not run vanillas.
No.
Their effects are good enough to not have to need one. But yeah, the fact that they get access to the card pool of blue and green is pretty cool. Because blue and green, they've got some decent vanillas, and they've got good top end, like 8 cost Kid. You can still use Mihawks or Dofis. Yeah, it just seems interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Sanji take a tournament.
But at least the card looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, the artwork looks nice.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We got a new Dogstorm. 3 for 4 with a 1k counter. If all of your Don are rested, this character cannot leave the field due to your opponent's effects.
So you can't KO it, you can't jet pistol it.
I assume Don that is attached to your character is not classified as rested. Is it? Because if it...
No, because they're attached. They're not rested Don.
Yeah, I don't think so, yeah. If it does count the ones that are attached to your characters, this is a decent card.
Yeah.
If not, then it's bad. It's bad to decent. Yeah, that's fine. We got a vanilla Usopp from film Red. We got a new Carrot, 5 for 5 with a 2k counter.
That's pretty damn good.
At the end of your turn, you can set 1 of your Don as active.
I like that because you can just Paradise Waterfall.
Yeah, you can Paradise Waterfall it. It's only a Mink tribe tag though. This is a Scabbards and a Wano card, which is kind of cool. It is a shame that this isn't though.
I mean, when you think about when this artwork is like what it's from.
Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, so she wasn't in Wano yet, and so.
I don't know. She seems fine. The fact that she's a 2k counter is actually pretty cool.
I like that she's a 2k counter and she's 5 for 5.
But at the same time, for 5 Don, would you rather play this or Block a Law?
Technically, it's only 4 Don.
Why?
Because at the end of the turn, you can set 1 as active.
I guess, but you don't get that Don during your turn. But you can...
No, but if you've got a Paradise Waterfall in your hand...
Yes.
Like... You don't have to worry about, oh shit, I gotta save 1 Don for Paradise Waterfall.
I just don't think there's enough space in green decks to put her in.
Dude, I can barely make room in my green deck
That's
now.
the issue. Green have already too many good cards.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now we have the Giga Chad. This guy is one of the most broken cards in the entire set. Freaking Odin. This is the new demon. So we thought in set 1 it was going to be his kid. And in set 2, it's Odin. He is the demon that everyone is scared of. So his effect, he's an 8-drop for 8k power. Main ability, you can rest 3 Dawn and make him active. So he has a double swing. And when he dies, you can play a Wano card with cost 3 or less. Well, no, just with a cost of 3 from your deck. Straight up. So when he dies, you can summon an Okiku.
Or an Izo. Or a Raizo.
For free when he dies. So not only is he a big beat stick, when he dies, you get a free character on board. And that's just kind of nuts. Yeah, he's so good. Yeah, I have tried raising Canes. Cane Sauce was pretty mid, not gonna lie.
But you said it had the best crunch.
The best chicken crunch, yes. But the Cane Sauce was mid. And that alt art looks really cool. Even the base artwork looks really cool for Odin.
I would like that to have been the alt art.
A lot of people say that, yeah. But this card has really nice texturing though.
Yeah.
You think the opposite? Really? Wow. What's it like to be wrong?
Babe, be nice.
I'm kidding.
Be nice to Twitch chat.
To each their own.
Let's see. Then we got Toki.
Toki, box topper Toki. If you control an Odin character, you gain blocker.
Side note, this also works with Yamato because Yamato's card specifically says is also considered Odin.
I don't know if this card's good.
I mean, it's a 1-cost blocker.
It does have a counter.
It does have a counter.
But it's a situational blocker.
It is. I honestly don't know that I would play it unless I had the box topper.
I don't think I would waste a slot on this. I'd rather just play an actual blocker, not a potential blocker. But you can imagine like running this Odin.
But if
like
you
this,
have Odin leader, it does say Odin character.
Yeah.
So if you just have to spam out your Yamatos, you've got the 3-cost Yamato, you've got the 5-cost Yamato. Just spam out your Yamatos and your Odins and you're good.
I don't think it's a good card. I think there's a space for it, but it's weird. Alright, we'll just move on. Sicilian. 2 for 3 with a 1k counter. On play, rest 2. Set one of your Mink tribe characters with a cost of 5 or less to active.
So apparently that Toki does see play.
I don't see how this character's good. I really don't see how, like...
Unless it's literally only there for a 1k counter.
The only thing I like about it is that it is searchable with Momo.
It is.
That is actually kind of cool.
It is searchable.
That's the only thing that I like about this card, and it has a counter.
I can only see this card being like a staple in decks because of the 1k counter.
It's kind of weird. I just don't see it.
I don't think I would play it, but what does this guy do?
So he costs 2, but on play you can rest an additional 2 to set a Mink 5 or less cost to active. So if you build like a centered around the Minks, I guess.
But there's like what, 4 Minks?
There's like carrot, dog, and then you got like dog and cat from the first set. Well, dog's not very good, but
are they considered?
They're Minks, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. He's like fine. I don't think this character is very important to worry about. Vanilla Jinbei. We got a Film Red Chopper. 1 attack, 1 Dawn attached. Rest one of your opponent's characters that cost 2 or less. He's a 2k counter. So that's kind of cool. And
he's like a cheaper Okiku.
Yeah, he's like a worse Okiku, yeah.
Yeah, he's a worse Okiku.
A worse Okiku, but a 2k counter, so...
Yeah,
that's
and Okiku doesn't even have a counter, so that's already a plus.
Yeah. And again, if there was a green and black deck...
Dude, I know. I'm waiting for the green and black. I'm waiting for green and black. I feel like green and black, the best leader for green and black is going to be X-Drake. Because Navy and Supernova.
Mm-hmm.
X-Drake leader, green and black. Calling it now.
Calling it now. Well, we'll see whenever that happens.
Never. No.
We got a lore card, 2 for 3 with a 1k. Activate main. Rest 1. You may return this character to your hand. Play 1 character with a cost of 3. What's the point?
If you only have 2 Don left.
But you have to rest 1. So you're paying 3.
I think this is one of those ones that you play the turn before you actually use it.
Oh wait, hang on. I just realized it's not an on-play effect. It's a main ability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, so you can just do it whenever.
And it's one of those where you play it before you actually need the ability.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't even like X-Drake, but green black sounds amazing together. Yeah.
Green black, I am so pumped for green and black. There's the synergy that a green black leader is going to have.
It's gonna be kind of gross.
That's why I think it has to be X-Drake. It has to be X-Drake.
Or a Korra leader would be pretty cool.
Oh my god, or a Korra leader! But Korra is not a supernova, and X-Drake is a supernova, and all of the green cards are supernovas.
Nah, Korra would be blue-black.
Korra would be blue-black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Law's interesting. Oh, Nami, who has an alt art in this set. It's a pretty bad alt art,
I'm going to be so disappointed if I get these trash alt arts.
This card will still be worth a bit because it's a Nami, and the card's actually good. So it's a 3 for 5, no counter.
Yeah. You know, there's another 3 for 5 card that I suggested was good. And you told me no.
What? Oh, which one?
Yamato. She's
the promo Yamato?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yamato doesn't have this effect.
No.
On play or attack, you can rest an additional Don, look at the top 3 of your deck, reveal 1 film card other than Nami and add it to your hand. So it's a searcher for the film deck, but it costs 4 Don. But you can actually activate this multiple times because you can do it on play for 4 Don, and then on your next turn, you can rest an additional Don with a 5k swing to get another search.
Yeah.
So I think she's pretty good. And it searches for all these film Straw Hats.
Is there a green-purple leader?
No.
Oh, that's got to be coming soon.
We've got Robin. On play up to 1, cost 2 or lower film or Straw Hat card from your hand. Oh, you can play Law. And then you can use Law's effect to rest the Don to play another card. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's literally for 4 Don, you get 3 cards out.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
We've got a new dog, a cat, sorry, is a blocker. That's an expensive blocker with no counter. This card seems bad.
I don't think so, but it is also searchable.
Yep. It's fine.
And it's a Mink tribe. What was the other?
Yeah, Sicilian.
Yeah, so you could set up, so on play you can attack with cat and then set him back up for a blocker.
Yeah, the green Straw Hats are interesting, yeah, to have like a different
it's crazy
archetype for Straw Hats.
Yeah, because all the Straw Hats we've had thus far are all red.
Yeah. Okay. We got a Frankie, a vanilla Frankie.
I will say, J Mang, we did talk about that on the podcast.
Yeah, it'll be on the podcast. It's happening this week,
Yeah.
the GGP podcast.
So be sure to check out the GGP podcast. There's a new special guest this week.
I wonder who that is.
Wonder who it is.
So
First guest of the year.
We got a Brooke, 4 for 5 of the 1k. On play up to 1 cost or 3 or lower film or Straw Hat card from your hand.
This card, I can see being really good in the green-red Luffy.
This card's good.
Or in Law. Either one.
Yeah. It seems good. I like the Brooke. And then you have Luffy, and Luffy has an alt art. This is a very good looking alt art, though.
It is a pretty cool alt art.
A 7 cost 7k blocker. On play a film or Straw Hat card with a cost 4 or less.
So it's kind of like 5 cost Law, but better, because 5 cost Law only does 3 or less from your hand.
And you have to bounce a card to do it. This just gives you an additional card.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. With Law, you want to bounce cards. Like, that's how you usually, you bounce.
Yeah, there's benefits to doing that. Yeah, you're right. And this is an expensive card to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see how this all kind of synergizes. This is kind of an interesting deck. I don't think the film Straw Hats, as a deck by itself will be good. But I know that green definitely utilize, the Brook, the Nami. These cards see play, for sure. Yeah. But then we have this card. This card definitely sees play. A new Yamato. Also treated as Odin. So works with Toki. On play, rest a 6 cost or less character.
I love it.
It's a very good card.
I love it. I would add to my green deck.
Yeah, this is a meta card.
Yeah.
Resting a 6 cost is just so strong.
Like, I would honestly probably replace
And it's searchable.
Okiku. Because this doesn't have a counter, and neither does Okiku.
And you can run both. Okiku's way too strong to not have, in my opinion. I don't know what you take out.
I only have 3 Okikus, so...
This Yamato is so strong.
Yeah. I'd probably take out my other Yamato.
If she had a 1k counter, oh my god.
Right?
Even if it was 4 for 5 with a 1k counter.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Big.
I don't know who I would take out of my kid deck, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's a very good card. And yeah, you can play it for 1 cost less. No, wait, yeah? Because Kinemon's Wano cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play this. You can play this for 3 under Kinemon. That's so strong.
That's so crazy. Like, I don't know who I would take out to put that Yamato in.
You find something.
Well, when later tonight we'll do we'll record our sets and do a game.
Oh, tonight are we?
Yeah, I just decided.
Oh, okay. So we got a Film Red Zoro, but he's just a vanilla. And you know what's funny? We don't have a Film Red Sanji.
No, we don't. But we have that leader Sanji.
We have the leader Sanji, but he ain't a film unit.
He's not a film unit.
He's just Straw Hats, right? Yep. So that's kind of weird. Sanji got the short end of the stick. We have another Mink.
We're so sick of Sanjis.
Play a Mink. Other than Wando, it costs 3 or less from your hand.
What other Minks are there again? So you could play the cat. So you could play the cat straight from your hand. So like you for 2 Don, you get
but
both of them out.
Minks don't have like searches yet. Like this is a start of an archetype. That's...
Yeah. It's kind of like on what was it? The Sachi and Penguin for the Heart Pirates. Sachi, Penguin, Beppo. Like that combo is so good, but you're right. There's no way to search for them, so it hurts. But if you pull perfectly, like you have that Sachi, that Penguin, and that Beppo, you can get all 3 of them out for 2 Don.
Yeah, it's just too hard to get that to work.
And then 2 of them are blockers.
Yeah, but it's just too hard to get that to work.
It's like, it's very niche. Yeah,
until they get searches.
Until there's a Heart Pirate
which
searcher.
is the same way I feel about the Minks right now. We have a new event. Bless you.
Excuse me.
So I was just reading Nami again. She can search for a character or events. So this is a film card that she can search for, and it's a 3 cost counter. Your leader or 1 character against plus 6,000. Then you can play a 1 character that costs 3 or less without an effect.
The power creep in this game is real.
3 for 6 is crazy. Yeah, but you don't really need a 6k counter.
Dude, I will run this instead of Punk Gibson.
Why? No.
I think the trigger is the same as Punk Gibson's as well. It's just Punk Gibson is 4 or less.
But Punk Gibson can rest a card, whereas this only plays 3 costs or less without an effect. Vanillas. And you just said before you don't play any vanillas.
I don't play any vanillas, but so that's not the point. Like, I don't play Punk Gibson necessarily to rest.
But the additional effect of Gibson is better in your deck than the additional effect of this.
But the plus 6k power?
When do you need plus 6?
So that I can win. Duh.
But it's I just it doesn't make sense in my head. Not in the green decks that you would run.
You don't know my deck.
This doesn't make sense to run.
He doesn't know my deck.
If you run vanillas, then this card is amazing. If you're not running vanillas, you don't need this card. You're better off running Gibson. Maybe I'm going to
start running vanillas.
You're better off running Gibson.
I do run Gibson.
Over this.
I don't know. We'll see.
You're wrong.
Here's your Sanji.
Another one that you can search for.
This is your film Sanji.
Yep. KO rested 4 cost or less. And then triggers to play a 4 cost or less without an effect.
Hence why you would use it with this. I don't know how I feel about it.
If it didn't have to be rested, it'd be pretty strong. But again, Okiku plus this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. Paradise Totsuka. Rest a character with cost 4 or less. KO one of your opponents rested with cost 3 or less.
I kind of like it.
Then
For
again,
1 cost.
Then again, why don't you use this?
This is actually 2 costs, but yes, I agree. But look at this trigger versus that trigger. We're looking at Straw Sword. Because I like Straw Sword.
If you're gonna play Paradise Totsuka,
Babe, it's not even focused.
They can still see what card it is. It's Straw Sword.
Make it focus.
I can't.
Okay, yeah. So Straw Sword is, I don't know if you guys know this, but Straw Sword is broken. I used to play it in my kid deck, but then too many good cards came up. But it costs 2, and then the trigger on Straw Sword isn't as good.
Yeah, correct. I agree. But you would never run 4 of this in a deck anyway.
No, you would only run 2 or 3.
Yeah, same as Straw Sword.
Yeah.
You wouldn't run that many. Well, there's a stage card. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's a Wano stage card. Did you not? Oh my god.
Man, you can trash a Wano card and rest this card, and then you get an active Dawn. Ugh. That's too much.
Totally not worth. Unless you're literally running your 4 Momos and doing nothing but, like, throwing random cards to your hand.
That's, yeah, too much. Too much of an investment. This is a terrible card.
I don't like it.
So that's all of green. Kinemon's amazing. Odin's great. The film red Straw Hats are fine. Nami's really good. Toki's interesting.
But
Luffy's
niche.
good.
Toki is interesting but niche.
Yamato's busted.
And that's about it.